This is Amir's Heavenly Dessert, and we're about to prepare some peach cobbler. So these are the ingredients for the peach cobbler. We have the ground nutmeg, we have cinnamon, we have cans of peaches. So I'm going to use 4 cans of peaches today. I'm going to use some butter abstract. You probably can't see it right now because the light is a little bright. And we have some almond extract. Now I was going to use vanilla, but I don't have any, so I'm going to try the almond to see if that, what type of flavor that gives. We have some butter, and I forgot to show the brown sugar and regular sugar. So we're going to use brown sugar, we're going to use regular sugar, and we're going to use the already pre-made pie crust, pre-made pie crust. Now you can, make homemade pie crust. You can use your drop batter. You can use Bisquick, whatever you prefer. For this recipe, I'm going to use the already made pie crust. So I'll be back shortly when I assemble the peach cobbler. Okay, I'm back, and I'm going to show you the process that I use. Okay, we're going to use some butter. This is real butter, not margarine. So I used approximately a stick and a half of butter. I have a cup of brown sugar and a 1/3 cup of white sugar. So I'm eyeballing this. So I'm going to use about, I'm going to say maybe a teaspoon. I'm going to say a 1/2 teaspoon of the almond extract because that can be a bit strong. And I'm going to use a teaspoon of the butter abstract. And about a teaspoon of the cinnamon. Like I said, I'm eyeballing it. And a 1/2 teaspoon of the nutmeg. I really don't like a lot of nutmeg. Some people prefer nutmeg over cinnamon. I just like a touch of nutmeg compared to the cinnamon. So I put both, but not as much nutmeg. Okay. So what I'm going to do is get a spoon. And I'm going to stir the sugar in with the melted butter. Ooh, got it splashy. So as the sugar melts with the butter, then I'm going to add the peaches with the juice. I'm going to put all 4 cans. Now these are whole peaches. Well, half sliced in half. Not whole, but sliced in half. And I'm going to use all of the juice of all 4 cans. And then I'm going to let the peaches simmer inside the brown sugar the regular sugar, the cinnamon, the nutmeg, the almond extract, and the butter extract. So I'm going to let that simmer for about 20 minutes. And then I'll be back. Okay, we're back. And we have the pie crust in the pan. Off camera, I added a little cornstarch flurry to the peaches to thicken up the sauce. So now I'm going to put my peaches inside the crust. Put all the peaches in the crust, and I simmered it for about 20 minutes, so that way the peaches can get all the flavoring of the spices that I put in there, the cinnamon, the brown sugar, and the different extracts, the butter. So as you can see, we have a lot of juice, but I like my peach cobbler with a little juice in it. Some people don't like as much juice. I do. But to counteract some of the juiciness of the peach cobbler, I take some of the pie crust and put inside of the sauce of the pie, so it's like a dumpling. So you make sort of like a dumpling inside, and that kind of absorbs some of the juice that that you make for your peach cobbler. So I'm putting the extra pie crust inside of the juice, which makes it sort of like a dumpling, because I like that chewy texture of the crust. And then I'll just put a little bit more, because like I said, it's like a dumpling, so it's going to absorb some of the juice. I like a juicy peach cobbler. Some people like theirs drier. So I'll take some of the pie crust and lay it across the top like this. Doesn't have to look perfect, but I'm going to lay it across there like that. So I'm going to lay it across there like that, like so. Yes, this is going to be so good. So then I'm going to lay it crossways. Oops. Kind of ripped it a little bit, but doesn't matter. It's gonna go in the same place. We're gonna eat it. But anyway, so we do that. Then I'm gonna take a little bit of butter, a little bit more butter. And I'm going to put on the crust. So just like that. So this is melted. Yeah. So we're going to stick this in the oven and bake it for, I'm gonna say, about 45 minutes to an hour. Once the crust gets golden brown and You might want to sprinkle a little bit of brown sugar on the crust. Yeah, so you're going to have that brown sugar flavor on the crust. And it's going to be delicious. So we'll be back once I pop it out of the oven and let you see the finished results. Okay, we're back. And this is our finished product. This is the peach cobbler. Yes, look how good it looks. Yes. So, won't you make a peach cobbler today? Amir's Heavenly Dessert, where we make people happy, one peach cobbler at a time. Thanks for watching.